Get to know Sonya Dunbar. She's a dynamic registered dental hygienist, affectionately known as the Geriatric Tooth Fairy, with a mission to improve dental hygiene for seniors worldwide.
You are affectionately known as a Geriatric Tooth Fairy. Tell me how you created that moniker.
Well, it all started when my grandmother became ill. My grandmother helped raise me, and she was the matriarch of my life. And I always promised her that I would never place her in a nursing home. But when she became ill, diabetic, she had to get one of her legs amputated, and she had so many comorbidities that we couldn't take care of her at home any longer. So against my belief and my whole family, we had to place her in a long-term care facility. But while she was in the long-term care facility, being a dental hygienist, I noticed my grandmother had dentures that they weren't even taking her dentures out and cleaning her dentures. They weren't cleaning her teeth at all. And not only weren't they cleaning her teeth, a lot of the other residents weren't even getting the simple things as getting their teeth brushed daily. So I started cleaning my grandmother's dentures every day at the nursing home, and then I started cleaning other residents' dentures and teeth, and it just kept going and going. And then finally, when my grandmother expired, I felt that I needed to do something to make a difference. And I just knew that that was my calling. So from there, I created the name, the Geriatric Tooth Fairy, and I started providing dental care in nursing homes, which is so needed. Yeah, so that's how I became the Geriatric Tooth Fairy, to kind of get in the door. And I do a lot of speaking around the country about oral care that's linked to diseases that's linked to poor oral care.
Wow. And I mean, it's something you don't think about. I remember my grandmother, being at home and, being ill, and that's the last thing you're thinking about is their dental care. You're right. You can't go to the dentist. You're a registered dental hygienist. And I love that. You've been in this business for 25 years. Did I read that?
Yes. It's over 25 years. I've been a dental hygienist for a very long time. I've worked in many areas of dental hygiene, but I finally landed. I've taught dental hygiene in schools. I worked on the base. I've done marketing, but I really feel I found my purpose and passion in caring for our greatest generation.
Oh, that's amazing. What inspired this career?
As a dental hygienist? Even as a child, I love to see people smile. I always felt that a smile is something that you can give away and still keep for yourself. And it makes people feel good. Thank you. But it makes people feel good. So I always felt that people didn't smile if they weren't proud of their teeth. So I wanted to be a dental hygienist to help people have a better smile.
Got it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about your SOS Club and your program to sponsor a senior. I love what you're doing. You do so much, and I just absolutely love it. Tell me about the SOS Club.
Well, the SOS program is an oral care packet that people can sponsor to provide oral care for a senior in a long-term care facility. Inside of the SOS packet is about 3 to 6 months supply of dental care products. Toothbrushes, floss picks, tongue cleaners. A lot of people do not get their tongues cleaned. Most residents in nursing homes, they get their medicine crushed and it builds up on their tongue. And if their tongue isn't cleaned daily, they can't properly taste their food. And that lowers their quality of life. We want to taste our food, so they do too. So all of that is in the SOS package, along with an accountability card, so that the CNA, who is supposed to be providing oral care, can check off every day with that oral care was provided, because a lot of times it's overlooked. And there are so many diseases linked to poor oral care, like diabetes, dementia, high blood pressure, and heart disease. All of that is linked to poor oral care. Oral care is health care. If your mouth isn't healthy, your whole body isn't healthy.
Wow. I mean, I read that you've been appointed as the Crest and Oral-B's Diversity Ambassador. What does that title mean to you?
Well, what it's really called is a KOL, Key Opinion Leader. So I'm going to be doing some courses with Crest and Oral-B about diversity in dentistry. We need to put it all on the table, because some people don't go to the dentist if it's not someone in there who looks like them. So we need to be able to, as dental professionals, meet every demographic, meet every cultural need. So that's important. So I'm going to be doing some online virtual courses, and I'm going to be doing a tour in 21 with Crest, going to different states and different cities, talking about diversity in dentistry. We're just putting it on the table because we want everyone in dentistry to take care of their mouths and know why it's important.
Do you encourage youth or young people to have a career in dentistry as well?
Absolutely. And let me tell you this. I was reading some statistics today. They said that I'm a dental hygienist, and this is a very lucrative career. It's only 2 years of college, even though I've gone to school to further my education. I'm now working on my PhD, but to be a dental hygienist is only 2 years. And the average hygienist comes out of school making about $30 to $40 an hour, depending on where you're located. But the majority of hygienists aren't African American. It's only like 13% that are African American. So I'm encouraging a lot of career days where we talk to students in high school and in middle school to study their sciences and math, and even introduce dental hygiene, because sometimes people don't even know the difference between a dental assistant, a dental hygienist, and the dentist. And they're all different professions that are very lucrative. And we're trying to encourage and motivate more minorities to go into the dental profession.
I love how multifaceted you are, and I love where your heart is. And your heart is, at the end of the day, you care about helping people become the best versions of themselves, of all ages, it seems, and I think that's truly amazing. In the wake of COVID-19, many places have been forced to shut down, including obviously dental offices. How do you encourage people of all ages to take better care of their oral health? Like this is a PSA right now for anybody at home watching, or on the computer watching, on your phone watching. How do you encourage people to, because like you said, oral care is linked to diseases and so much. How can you encourage people?
Thank you for asking that question. We all know in the wake of COVID-19, number one, our seniors were the most infected. So I have to take my hats off to anyone that's taking care of a person in a long-term care facility, and our hearts and prayers go out to anyone that's lost someone in a long-term care facility. But to answer your question, they're asking us to wear masks to keep our mouth and nose covered up. We take in so much in our mouth. If we're not brushing our teeth twice a day and flossing in between our teeth where that plaque and bacteria lives, and cleaning our tongues, can you imagine how much bacteria, plaque, and disease that could be living in our mouths? So now more than ever, it's imperative that we're brushing our teeth twice a day, and not only brushing our teeth, flossing, because if you're not cleaning in between your teeth, you're missing the majority of the bacteria. And the tongue is like a sponge. There's so much bacteria that live on our tongue. So we need to be cleaning our teeth twice a day. We need to be flossing, and we need to be cleaning our tongue, and not with our toothbrush. If you're not supposed to use the same bristles on your tongue that you use on your teeth, because the bacteria is in there. So if you have one of those brushes that have the little ridges on the back of it, use that, or get a tongue cleaner and use that. And the very last thing I would like to share, if you get sick, the first sign of sickness, get a new toothbrush. Throw it away, because if you get COVID-19 and you're using the same toothbrush every day, it just makes sense that you keep reinfecting yourself, because the bacteria could be living in between the bristles on your brush. So if you get sick, change your toothbrush daily. We want to be healthy and live a long life. And remember, if your mouth isn't healthy, your body isn't healthy.
Best PSA I ever heard. You learned. Everybody out there watching, please, take these tips to heart, and please apply them not only for yourself, but to your family, your friends, and those around you. It could definitely save a life, and like you said, it also improve the quality of life. I'm excited about everything that you're doing. I love how selfless you are, and how you just want to see people thrive and become the best versions of themselves. If anybody is interested in connecting with you, getting advice from you, learning about a career in dental hygiene, or even getting one of those SOS programs for their seniors, how can they contact you?
Absolutely. GT Fairy at 800mdx.com. Also, I'm on all social handles at sonyadunbar.org.
Fantastic. Thank you for your time today and for being a guest on the Show. It has truly been a pleasure talking to you, Sonya.
Thank you.